Good evening, Raskin enjoyers. Happy to do right, 'cause it's time for the abnormal barders. Yes, it's the Lunar New Year skins. That, of course, means with those brand new items, we're also chasing after those tonight. So we've got quite a lot to talk about and quite a lot of skins to chase after. So I'm just going to jump straight in. But before we do anything, you probably don't fully understand what abnormals are. Totally understandable. I'll quickly explain. Can you please look in the description right now? At the very top of the description, there are two videos. The first one's a short video, which is about 60 seconds long, which will very briefly explain to you what abnormals are and when they appear. But knowing that they appear at a set time early every single week before the roster even rotates, whilst that's a super helpful, useful thing to be aware of, you probably want to learn a little bit more in regards to how can you tell what is abnormal, how can you tell when they're actually going to appear. If you look at the second video just below, it's about 20 minutes long, but it'll explain everything to you what abnormals are. But to be very brief right here, right now, in short, with every brand new roster that we see, there are certain skins that have like a special detail with them in which they will become marketable before the roster even rotates. And that's super helpful because we can figure out prices right now, go ahead and do our barders as soon as possible the very second they become marketable. And then there'll probably be about another 20 hours until the roster rotates, and we can see how many barders each of these skins have. And then we can also look at the barder amount, how high it goes, and we've got a good idea already if the skin's even in demand. And if it's looking very in demand and the price is holding up very nicely compared to the price it's selling for in the rush store, that would be considerably a perfectly fine thing to consider, jumping and buying into. So yeah, if you've considered, I might want to invest into this, I'm pretty sure it might go up in price. Abnormals, super helpful, right? So sit back, relax. I'm going to go through all of these skins right now, figure out prices, and then afterwards we'll do the barders, and then of course we'll look at the support they have afterwards and consider, is this an okay thing to jump onto, or should we just leave it and just leave our barders? So let's go. The garage doors. I was expecting these to sell quite a lot. Now, funnily enough, even though I thought that they were going to sell potentially even higher, so here's the 48-hour analysis. 2 days in, I made an estimate that the Neon Serpent garage door, the Lunar Serpent garage door, I thought that was going to do between 45 to 50,000 subscribers. Snake Lord garage door, I thought that was going to do 35 to 40,000 subscribers. But as you can see over here, this only did 42,000. This has only done 31,000. Only. All right, okay. Still, at the end of the day, very close and still a lot. So this is a bit concerning. Now, let's specifically talk about the Neon Lunar Serpent garage door. A lot of people just instantly assumed it was going to behave exactly like the Neon Dragon garage door. And I've had to sit here and explain to you constantly, no, this is not going to be the case. Yes, they are similar style, but this whole situation was because of a very unfortunate thing with copyright last year. So I've already said this before. If you want to if you don't understand the whole situation, please consider watching the Neon Dragon Garage Door copyright situation, Ruskin Talk. It explains everything in about 20 minutes, and you'll understand why this is fairly rare at the moment. Okay, so that's currently listed there at $400+. And if you aren't fully well aware, there was a copyright issue. The skin creator that made it couldn't completely showed that he had the license to use the asset on here, the art, and it was only available in the Rush store for about 50 minutes, 50, almost an hour. Only around 1,000 of these were bought. So, okay, cool. That has 1,100 subscribers. This over here has 42,000 plus subscribers. Now you're going to sit there and say, okay, what's subscribers? Everyone who purchases a skin from the Rush store automatically becomes a subscriber. We just don't know how many they bought. So I can confirm to you, at bare minimum, there are 42,325 of these, all right? Over 42,000. But, whilst a lot of people probably bought the skin because they thought, oh, wow, that looks cool, I want to have that for my base. Fair enough, But there's going to be quite a lot of people that bought extras because they thought, oh, yeah, if I could just go buy 10 of them, right? Surely that'd go up in price in the future and I could make tons of money. I mean, look at that garage door over there for the previous year. Surely it's going to end up exactly the same. No. It's far too many of the brand new ones compared to these. All right, so here's a problem. If far too many people bought these in excess with the pure intent to sell, what happens is everybody's going to try and throw theirs into the Steam market on third-party sites, and there'll be so many people competing with each other trying to make a sale that they'll undercut. Oh, God, it's gone down in price. There you go. Now, people who like to buy in excess with the pure intent to sell, they won't just buy 10. You'll get people that buy 50 or 100 or several hundred or even 1,000. Do not be surprised by this, all right? So I've seen it all happen before, but there's a counterpoint to this. As I said, a lot of people simply looked at this skin and probably thought, oh, wow, that's a cool looking skin. I want to buy it. I want to own it. So I want to bring up last year. Last year, we had the long double door. I'm pretty sure you've seen this skin before. Get a good look at that. You probably instantly remember. A very cool, stylish design. And, that sold 38,000 plus subscribers. A very similar amount to the garage door that we just looked at. Now, if you were to go ahead and take a look at this on the Steam market, whilst it sold at $2.49 in a Rust store, it is now sitting on the Steam market at $4. Yes, it sold quite a lot, but right now there's only 55 listings, and the price has held up very nicely with some very good buy orders. In short, whilst it looked like that potentially was going to be a big problem, it still worked out perfectly fine because there was actual genuine demand there. The price held up and it went up even higher. Cool. So, I have acknowledged that I think a lot of people bought this with the pure intent to sell. And I have looked at, like, I saw the subreddit and whatnot. I saw some comments. Oh, not everybody was fully aware of all the details, and fair enough. I respect that. But it still looks like people genuinely actually want to use the skin. Okay, so how are you going to approach this? Well, it always helps when you can use multiple accounts to do buy orders, especially with a situation like this. I'm looking at this garage door, and I'm sitting and saying, you know what? If you feel a little bit unsure, if you think this could lead to some potential problems, I can't see this dropping down too badly. I think there's going to be enough of interest in this that it could still maintain its price enough. You could do from $1.50 to $2.20, I think. I can see this drop down in price. The sheet metal double door from the previous year, it did go down in price. It went down at its worst by about 15-20%, which would be about, like, it went close to around $2. But as time went on, as it went through the summertime, that went up in price ever so nicely. And I've already talked about this in the past. This upcoming summer, we're very likely going to see the jungle biome being introduced. That is the first biome to be added to Rust either ever or in a very, very long time, which of course is going to bring in the brand new monuments, brand new animals, tigers. Oh, mate, if you've been keeping an eye on the Rust commits, they're going to make those tigers very smart. They're going to hunt you. They're going to hunt you. Or if you thought having to keep an eye out for people is a problem, you're going to have tigers pouncing out on you if you're not prepared. Anyway, lots of people are going to be very curious for that, and lots of people are going to jump in and want to play it. So, if there's going to be a lot of people playing during the summer, don't you think that these prices might improve for all the skins? More people playing, more demand for skins, higher skin prices, simple as. So yes, consider things. Over the course of the next couple months, we are expecting a drop-off with the player count. This past January has been absolutely amazing, but it can't always be good. It will drop off. It's a routine thing. It is expected. The February force swipe probably will be very big, but it won't last forever, and then we go through March and April. I always refer to this as the Easter dip. It's usually around Easter where it's at its worst, but then after that, it's summer, anticipation of summer vacation for North America, and then, of course, in Europe and whatnot, kids are at school, they're going to play games. You get the idea. Cool. So, all right, looking at this, I think $1.50 to $2.20 is a perfectly fine suggestion. If you're feeling more confident, if you truly believe that's going to work out perfectly fine, push up to $2.50, So, after tonight, we'll look at the Barda support. We'll see if Barda's gold went to $3. I'll question it, but I will be questioning this a lot. And I just can't help but assume it will drop off. But I don't imagine it will drop off really badly. All right? So we'll leave it at that. Let's move on to the next skin. Snake Lord Garage Door. So very similar position. This has sold a lot. Yes, I thought this was going to do between 35 to 40,000 subscribers. Right now, 31,000. Okay, but it's still a lot. Now, I want to refer to a skin this skin creator made in the past. That's probably a perfect example of what to expect with this. So you may recall a good year and a half ago, we had the Spell Garage Door. Do you remember the cute witch? We're going to see it in a second. There you go. Right, she's down in price at the moment. Oh, no dear. What's going on? Well, it's out of season. Now, with the Snake Lord Garage Door, would you sit here and say snakes are always in season? Lunar New Year, sure, but nothing really kind of yells at me that, hey, it's Lunar New Year. I mean, it's just a cool-looking snake lady. Fair enough. I respect it. I think it looks cool. The artist, you are fantastic at what you do. Looking forward to what you're producing for Valentine's. It's probably going to be a sequel to the Love Arrow. Anyway, focus. This right here, this did like 30,000 subscribers. Can we confirm that? It did 25,000. Okay, not as much, but still quite a lot. So just look at this. Ever since it's come out, it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up, it's gone down. Recently, it's been slowly trending down, but as you can see, when it initially came out, it went up for post-Christmas, went down during the spring months, went back up during the summer, been a bit awkward for a while. It'll probably bounce back up for the summer. Anyway, this right here is what we could probably envision what's going to happen to Snake Lord. Now, this is likely going to probably be a little bit worse off because it's quite literally, Halloween themed. So, okay. Maybe the snake lady over here isn't going to be so bad, but I do still expect it to drop off. In short, $3.49, that's going to be pretty hard for it to maintain. And these higher price skins do usually suffer a fair bit because of the high prices. I'm sitting here and probably expecting the same thing of, I think I'll just approach it maybe of like $1.50 and $2.20, $2.50 maybe. I know. But I know it's going to drop off. I just can't help but assume it will. And whilst I don't expect it to be as bad as the Spell Garage Door, I think it could still drop off pretty badly. Like, imagine if that went all the way down to like $2.20. I mean, $2.80. I mean, it's not ridiculously bad. Still kind of bad, but my $2.20 buy order then could pick up a bunch of those. I feel pretty confident in that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do $1.50 and $2.20 on this one again as well. If you're feeling more confident, you can offer a higher price. But yeah, I do expect a bit of a drop-off. But I do very much expect it to maintain at a very decent price in the future. Also, question this. How big is the Chinese player base in Rust? Lots of people have been commenting about that on my YouTube. Thank you very much for that. Don't you think they'll appreciate the Snake Lady? Don't you like Snake Ladies? Anyway, that's cool. That's nice. But I can't help to assume things might be a bit awkward afterwards. But you never know. Summertime. We shall see. So again, if you're more confident, you offer more. But if things go a bit sour, you suffer because of it, because you'll get dumped on. So I'm sure you understand that. Serpent Temple Sheep Meadow Double Door. Again, a $3.49 skin. A bit questionable. But for what it is, I mean, it's comfy. It's relaxing. It's not super flashy, but it's perfectly fine for what it is. With all the interesting brand new items we got for Lunar New Year, don't you think a lot of people might want to pair this up with that? You also have some previous skins from past years, like that Lunar Rabbit Garage Door, for example. Will this be beloved as time goes on? Not sure. Sheep Meadow Double Doors, though, in general, we must be aware of this. The holiday theme skins, they are the ones that are performing pretty badly. That is down by 33%. That is down by 30%. That's down by 65%. That's now going below $1. Oh, no. Anyway, that's a worrying thing. Do you look at this and say that's a holiday theme skin? I know it's Lunar New Year. I respect that. But when you look at it, like with Christmas, if I see like snowmen and Christmas lights all over it, it makes me question, yeah, it's kind of out of season. Halloween as well. Yeah, it's kind of out of season. Do you really think that looks out of season? Pair it up with all those brand new dividers in your base and whatnot, it would look pretty comfy and whatnot, but is that enough? I don't know. So I'm playing it safe again. Yeah, I'm going to do $1.50 to $2.20 on this one as well. I'm very sorry, but if I don't feel super, super, super confident in something, I play it safer, all right? Because again, just around the corner, Easter time, be prepared. Prices are starting to go down now, I have noticed it, and I'll talk more about that in a bit, but yeah, you've got to be prepared for things like this. All right then. Celestial Coil MP5. It's a perfectly fine looking MP5. It has sold quite a lot as well. Congratulations to Cavalho. Hopefully he produces some more interesting skins in the future. Cavalho, more Road Romeo. More Road Romeo. All right, I need it. All right, give me some tier 2 or some tier 3. Come on, it's just around the corner. I know you can do it. Right, anyway. $2.49 MP5. For what it is, it's fine. It's just MP5s in general. We've just had some very cool ones. Cybercore. Was it Cybercore? Yeah, I keep thinking Cybercode, but Cybercode was a different collection. Oil Rats MP5 and Rickloff as well. And this, I mean, the transparency in this, the designs, I just can't see if that's going to hold up, as well. Also, take into consideration, if you looked at all the previous Lunar New Year weapon skins, pretty much every single one of them's down in price real bad. Yes. Lunar New Year weapon skins are very questionable, and I don't have that much faith in them. And based on experience of how I've seen them behave in the past, I am not feeling fully confident in that. And I'll be brutally honest with you, I'm just going to quickly look at all the MP5 skins. I'm going to see what the cheapest one is, and then I'm going to work around that. Very sorry to say. So, lowest price, please. And the answer is... The answer is... The cheapest one is just over $1. I think you could just probably stick with maybe 60 cents to 80 cents in that. Again, very sorry, but I don't feel super confident. I'm playing it safe. Sounds good? Let's move on. Ophidia M249. The first M249 skin to be accepted in a Rust store in over a year. You may recall the Royal M249, very nice, very cool. But here's the question, how often are you even using the weapon itself? Again, debatable based on what servers you're playing and whatnot. But when you look at the skins and see how low they are, it's probably a good indicator that they're not being used enough and people don't care enough to have the weapons. If there's no justification, well, there you go. And also last year we had a very cool Twitch drop. Okay, point made. So, Ophidia, you do look cool, but you also did about 13,000 subscribers. I question it a lot. And you're definitely not seeing a sequel for a very long time, not until next year. So, yeah, I think I'll just play it safe on that one as well. How cheap did they go? Let's go ahead and find out. So, cheapest M249, I'm going to work around that, and they go down to $1 as well. So, I think I just might stick around with like 60 cents to 80 cents again. Again, very sorry, but I have seen these M249 skins go down pretty badly in the past. So, yeah, being very straightforward. All right, large snake box. It glows quite nicely all around. I know a lot of people will be appreciating that. But for the rest of this year, don't you expect a lot more large box skins? Yes, I do. So let's just quickly look at last year. We got a lot, including Twitch drops and whatnot. So as I look at this, I'm questioning, I'm questioning, will we see a lot more Twitch drops in the future? I expect that. And I expect a lot more Twitch drops in general. Last year we had over 120. This year I wouldn't be surprised if we get a lot more. And of course February's just around the corner. No large boxes though. Just want to point that out. Ramen large box, you look very cool, but of course you went down in price a fair bit. That's unfortunate. Tomorrow, could we get another large box? Oh, you never know. Could we get one for the, the update, the primitive update? Oh, we might. Easter, Halloween, Christmas. Oh, it's all expected. You know it is. Okay. I am going to sit here and say I could imagine that dropping off a fair bit. I could imagine during some pretty bad times it might go down pretty cheaply. I reckon I want to stick with maybe around $1, but it might be 80 cents to $1.20. So I'll talk about this. What we should have done is just looked at the lowest price. So what's the cheapest large box skin that exists that is marketable? You might get some evergreen skins, so let's just watch out about those. And what do we see? Oh, keep going. Right, we're gonna neglect those. Wow, that goes all the way down to 84 cents, 85, 87, 89, 89, and 94. None of these glow though, so let's take that into consideration. Ah, here we go. The cheapest glow-in-the-dark one's a Christmas one. Okay, well, fair enough. That's not too bad then. So, if they glow, they get at least some decent, appreciation. You got a Lunar New Year skin right here as well, $1.10. Okay, I think we could do 80 cents to $1.20. I imagine it dropping off, but maybe it goes down to about $1.50. All right, fair enough. Your $1.20 barter should be successful then. Should, hopefully. The glow in the dark is notable. No, noticeable. Sorry, notable. Well, it's notable. Yeah, noticeable. Word enunciation. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that people will still appreciate it. Didn't sell too ridiculously. It's got 12,500. That's not like a big problem potentially in the future. So, okay, large state box. I think we could just stick with $1.20 at most. If you want to go a little bit stronger, you're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, 80 cents to $1.20 would be my answer. Lunar Jacket Cape. Mr. Micro, we've been looking at this in game, haven't we? There's a problem. The yellow isn't really yellow. There appears to be some sort of issue. If you put this in direct light, it comes out like white. It looks like it's washed. It's awkward. Strange. I'm not sure if people are going to notice it. Maybe it might be fixed at some point. Maybe it's just something wrong with the thing or something in game. Don't fully know. But this isn't the first jacket skin like this with the transparency at the front. So looking at over here, we've had Twitch drops now with this. We had the Sharbinans one, we had the Seer Wilnef one, we had the Heavy Night jacket that might be getting some appreciation with the primitive update just around the corner next week. Like, previously we had the Berserker Cloak jacket. That went down in price pretty badly. That's currently down in price, and we got these for free. Will we be getting a lot more skins in the style of this in the future? I wouldn't be surprised. So I question it. You've done 11,400 subscribers. Not too ridiculous, especially compared to some of those other skins we just saw there. And as of now, you are probably one of the most notable clothing pieces for Lunar New Year that we've ever had. We don't get that many Lunar New Year clothing skins, just want to point that out. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do $1 to $1.50. I don't have a lot of faith in it, I'm very sorry to say. That $3 price, I'm just not sure. I don't know. I'm running around with a red jacket. What good is that in the environments? There you go. Maybe you don't care. I'm wearing a cape. Try your best. All right, yeah, but no, I think I'll stick with $1 to $1.50. I don't have a lot of faith in it, so I'm playing it safe. Yep. Lunar Snake Backpack. Okay, not a lot of interest was in this, but when you consider all the backpacks we've had ever since they become skinnable, yep. And of course, we're getting another Twitch drop very soon. Oh, wow, all of them are down in price now except this one. Huh. That's what happens. Every single week, ever since they first became skinnable, we have had a backpack in a rush store. Maybe tomorrow we don't, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do. I don't know what rush store we're having tomorrow. That's another questionable thing. We'll talk about that in a bit. Anyway, yeah, I don't... A lack of purchases definitely indicates a lack of interest. Just about almost was the rarest backpack skin, but even then, the rarest one has 9,000. So, and look at it right now. Yeah, I think I'll just probably do 60 cents to 80 cents for that. Hey, it's fine for what it is, but plus it has 2025 on it. I'm not sure if everybody's going to always want to have a backpack that says 2025 on it. Would they? Oh, I love that year. There was so much stuff going on. I don't even know what's about to happen, so we'll see. Anyway, let's move on to the small box. Chat, don't be all doom and gloom, right? Shut up. Okay, 2016 was peak. I don't even know what happened then. I'm getting old, I've forgotten. Oh dear. Anyway, Shimota's Zodiac box set. If you keep an eye on the prices of all of these skins, which should load up very soon, there you go. Last year's one, it's down to $1.26. This one over here, $1.17 for the rabbit one. This one's currently at $1.39, and this one's currently at $1. Wow, cool. I think I'm just going to do 80 cents to $1. Yeah, you could probably do 70 cents to 90 cents. Either way, these aren't very in demand. Maybe when we get the full set, eventually they go up in demand, probably, but they have all sold quite a lot. In fact, I think this is the lowest selling one out of all of them, which again kind of indicates that people don't care enough about it anymore. Yes, it is 9,000. That's like next to nothing. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. Fair enough then. 70 cents, 90 cents. Yep. I don't expect much for it. No. All right. Chinese Lantern double barrel shotgun. This is so incredibly bright at night. So, like I said, by default, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be seen at night time, except the masochists. So, yeah, there you go. There's a fun challenge if you want to run around. You have to use these at night time, and you have to go outside at night time with them. That would be pretty funny. But, yeah, you can easily see these from, I don't want to say across the map, but from a long distance. We've seen this, and it is bright. It's bright. So, yeah, very counterintuitive. Run around at night time with a glow-in-the-dark weapon. Everyone's going to notice where you are. But, you know what? Door camp at night time. Oh, what's that very bright glowing? It's distracting. I don't know. Hey, if you think that's funny, by all means, you could go buy one for yourself. But as an investment, I don't know. You probably need someone to make a very funny video showcasing it for everybody to actually jump aboard on that. We have had a glow-in-the-dark double-barrel shotgun in the past, but that came out years ago. So if I had to quickly look that up right now, I think it's the very first skin to ever be introduced. So if I scroll down all the way down over here, come on. Oh, we've had a Santa Blaster. That's not holding up very nicely. And then, there you go. Heat Double Shotgun, $16, but came out in 2017. 8 years ago. Yeah. Quite literally, February time. Anyway, so, I don't have a lot of faith in that, I'm very sorry to say. Hasn't really sold that much, but I'm not too surprised. I think that's going down in price. I think... Maybe the fact that it glows in the dark might make it special enough that the price might go up a little bit better. You know what? Double barrel shotgun skins in general. Do we even bother to look at that? Let's do that. Down 35, down 22, down 21. What? You got Dragon Rage there and Thunder Gold. And you got Bread. But then again, you got that for free, so understandable. But, what the hell? And then we got Pressurized Double Barrel Shotgun, Bamboo Blaster. Blackout's doing all right. Blackout weapon skin, understandable. That's a banana, understandable. So, they don't really hold up regardless anyway. I think I'm just going to do 60 cents to 80 cents. Don't have a lot of faith in double barrel shotguns in general. That one also glows in the dark. So, yeah, I'm just going to play it safe. Then we have the Poncho. Oh, yippee, a transparent Poncho. We've never seen that before. Oh, yes, we have. We've got quite a lot of them from last year. Down 44, down 41, down 60, and down 47. Yeah, okay. And then Ponchos in general. So, point very quickly made. Yep. Oh, cool, I can run around and pretend to have a snake wrapped around me. You know what? Fair enough. If you like it, you go buy it. You go show some support to that skin creator. But I wouldn't be surprised. You could probably pick that up for about $1. So, a $3 price. Oof, that's not going to be holding up very nicely, is it? No. How cheap is this? $1.47, 99 cents, $1.87, and $1.12. Okay, you know what? Maybe like a 70 cent to 90 cent barter will probably work out very nicely. Yeah, there you go. Yep, all right. So that was all of the abnormal skins. Let's do the regular skins, and then we'll talk about the brand new items, all right? So, regular skins. We have the SAR, third best-selling skin, all right? The skin creators, they made a very cool-looking SAR. I respect it. That looks nice, and I think a lot of people will be appreciating it as time goes on. How many people, though? Oh, no. Like, it's a standard aim sight and everything, and the design of it looks cool. I will respect it. It's just, I don't know if it's going to manage to hold up enough to be able to, stay up with a good price. What do you mean? Well, just look over to all the SAR skins of the past, and what do you see with your own eyes? Come on. I've only got like 15 minutes into the wilds. Yeah, oh look, Starry Dream, that looked pretty nice from like a couple of weeks ago. No, it was last week, Hedge. It's already down by half in price. Oh, God. They're all down in half price. Oh, no. These have all come out for every rush store in January 2025. And they're all basically down to half their price. That is the state of SARS. And then look at last year. Oh, wow, they've all down a price. Oh, dear. Yeah, I think we're just going to play it safe and do 60 cents to 80 cents. I'm very sorry, but I just don't have enough faith in it. Yeah. Golden Fang Bandana. Right, okay. For what it is, it's cool, but it's all by itself. Just by itself. It's literally just by itself. Yes, you could use it with the brand new snake mask if you want to. Trust me, it does look pretty nice. I did showcase that with the rust rotation video. In the rust rotation video. I can't speak now. In the rust rotation video. But I just don't think enough people are going to care enough to do that. 15,000 subscribers, though. Oh, wow. Okay, then. And then you take a look at all the bandanas that came out over the past few years. How are they currently holding up? I look, I see. What do I see? Well, that's not doing very nicely. Hopefully we do see that tire hide shirt and pants potentially being accepted. It'll give the poncho and the bandana a nice boost. But as of now, no. Neanderthal, down bad. Kitchen warfare, down bad. Bone armor, down a bit. Metal bandana, up. Krabu, down. Skullforce, up a bit. And then curse bandana, up a fair bit. Overall, it's a bit 50-50. The fact that this is all by itself, though, not having a lot of faith in it. I'm probably going to offer 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents is what I'm going to do. 50 to 60 cents. We'll go with that. No. The bow skin. I can't give you a solid answer because I can't help but assume bow skins, crossbow skins, combat knives, salvage swords, and long swords. If the primitive update, if the primitive game mode proves to be very successful, those items, those weapons are going to be getting a lot more usage and therefore potentially a lot more justification to own skins and therefore higher skin prices. So hunting bows as of now, it's a fair bit 50-50 as you can see right here, but I can assure you, right, all the barders on the recent bowskins have been going up. They have all been going up. I've noticed this. And if this primitive game mode really does turn out to be very successful, I think you might start seeing a lot more of them in the positive now. As you might notice, a few of them are holding up quite nicely and have improved greatly. Legacy Bow, the very special bow made by Facepunch themselves in the Christmas period of 2023, that is now doubled in price basically. So I think a lot of anticipation has been made, but not all of these prices are holding up super great. So, looking at the bow, as of now, it's more up to you. I would still default sit here and say 60 cents to 80 cents, but if you think, you know what, this Lunar Snake bow, it's looking pretty special, primitive game mode probably will be very successful, you go off some higher prices. As of now, I'll just stick with the 60 cent to 80 cent barter, but I've got my eyes peeled on bows, crossbows, and all the other, primitive weaponry, so... Cool. And then, is that it? I think that's it. Wow, we really did not have that many regular skins this week. But that's it. Okay, cool. Right, let's jump in and talk about those abnormals. Starting off with the snake mask. So, for the snake mask, I referred to in the past when I looked at some previous masks. Now, rabbit mask actually worked out very nicely. Props to you. The flower, the design, I guess people just learned to appreciate it. But with these two masks, things didn't really work out super great. So we've got to quickly go look at their sales history and try and get this point across. Because right now, that listing of about $5 here, that's looking pretty good. Well, that took a long time for it to happen, and as you can see here, well, here we are. Initially, it weren't good. This sold at what? What price did you sell for back in 2022? You sold at $6.49, and it's still below store price, by the way. But you went down, all the way down to less than $2. And as time went on, you weren't doing very good for a while. That is a fact. But recently, you've gradually started to go up in price. That's cool, all right? But for a very long time, it weren't good. Around $2. So this is how I've approached these masks in the past. I just offer $1 and $2 and sit there and say, all right, we'll see what happens next. I know. But, it worked. This Ox mask came out in early 2021, around the period of time in which we had the offline TV server, when all the big streamers on Twitch were playing on that special server, and a lot of people were watching, a lot of people bought Rust, a lot of people played Rust during that period of time. When this came out during that period of time, it sold quite a ridiculous amount, and this went down in price very quickly, because there's a lot more of these compared to the other Zodiac masks. This went all the way down to about $1.50. But from there, we can acknowledge that the cheapest price we've seen for a Zodiac mask is $1.50. All right? So... Again, the way I go about it is I have multiple accounts. I offer $1 and $2 and I just leave it be. Now, if you feel a little bit more interested, a little bit more invested, you could probably offer a $3 barter as well for the brand new snake mask. Does the snake mask speak to you? Does it stand out super greatly for you? I don't really know. I've worn it with Reptile Hunter and it looks pretty sweet. It is a wolf headdress skin, technically speaking. But there's other Zodiac masks that you could use instead. I do believe this will go below its rust price. I stand by that. I'm fully expecting it. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna stick with $1, $2, and $3. If I don't feel super confident, I play it safe. That's the way it works, and it works. It's worked out perfectly fine for me over the several years I've been doing this. So, Yeah. Okay, then we'll leave it at that then. Okay, this is where things are a little bit different. Wall Divider Pack. A very cool role player sort of type of thing, but like, is that it? Pretty much, yep. Okay, all right. Here's another thing though. One of these wall dividers is like snake themed. Next year, will we get a horse theme one added to it? Adding value potentially if they added an extra panel. You tell me. I don't know. $4 though. Ugh. It's not like garlands. $1 and $2. I might just do that. Could there be some very weird exploit that could be figured out with these? Probably, but again, it's not too hard to destroy these, is it? No. And you can get some very nice, comfy-looking bases with these, but that'd be more for roleplayer stuff, isn't it? But there's a lot of different types of servers out there, and I think a lot of people will be appreciating these. But is it going to be enough to keep the price up? Doubtful. So $1 and $2 then, probably. Will it be will this potentially be brought back again next year? I wouldn't be surprised. I fully expect it to happen. I think that's an evergreen item that's going to keep being brought back every single year now. Much like the Dragon Rocket Launcher. Wow. So, yeah, I think I'll just do $1 and $2. Probably request like 100. Probably get it for super cheap. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I wouldn't be surprised. It doesn't do that much. So that's why I'm questioning it. And now we look at the wallpapers. $6.49. Yippee! Now, here's the question. I made a joke about it, but I'm going to bring it up now. Is this like Pokemon cards? Once it's gone, it's gone. What? I have to buy all of them now. Chat, we have to storm in and grab as many as we can with our hands. Anyway, I don't know if this is ever going to get brought back. I don't know if this is now evergreen. It's going to get brought back every single year. I kind of foresee something like this happening. I think this is going to drop off in price. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I think a lot of people probably around the summertime will realise, oh wow, some of these things actually look really cool, and it kind of makes my base look pretty nice and pretty and whatnot. And then it might start to rise up in price gradually, slowly, and very nicely. If it gets brought back again next year, all right, it might drop off again. But what about if next year they introduce a new pack, the Lunar New Year 2026 pack? Oh, okay then. But would they have enough art stuff to do? I don't know. It is questionable. Will there be other holiday ones? Are we going to get one for Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, Christmas? I wouldn't be surprised. And if we have many different options and many different holidays, are people going to care enough about this one anymore? Well, there you go. And that is why I'm probably just going to stick with $1 to $2. Yay! Again, if you're not super confident in something, just play it safe. Just see how things turn out. I know, but I can't give you a solid answer, I'm afraid. Sorry, chat. So, yeah. You might sit there and say fear of missing out could happen. I wouldn't be surprised. A Valentine's door frame, I mean, you could do it with the shape. Well, there you go. I might go ask for that now. Can I get a Valentine's heart-shaped wall divider? It makes sense. They could probably just add it to the game for free. Come on now. Or just make you buy it. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to stick with $1, $2 and maybe $3. I'll probably do a third buy order. And I do not have that much time left, so it is what it is. Chat, I just don't feel super confident for all of them. Let's go with that. Happy? There you go. And in general, for most of the skins here, I don't feel super confident as well. Yippee! Right, cool. We've got all the prices written down, and let's quickly talk about what we could expect with tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially have a Lunar New Year week 2. Last year, we had one Lunar New Year rush store, but they kept it around for 2 weeks. Then they added a regular rush store and a Valentine's rush store on top of it. Do you remember that? Do you reckon that might happen with this rush store? Or will we get a new rush store? As I hop over to here, you may recall there's a lot of Lunar New Year skins submitted, but only about 14 of them were accepted. There's another 150 left, is the point I'm trying to get across. Face Punch might just sit there and say, yeah, go on, I might as well get another one. I wouldn't be upset by it. I wouldn't be upset, but I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I will point out with TGG, he has another batch of top picks here, as you can see right here. Lots of standard cool-looking skins, as you can see. Very nice and colourful. So, will that happen, or will it be another Lunar New Year rush store? We were surprised to get a third week of Halloween and Christmas last year. Are we going to be surprised with a second week of Lunar New Year with an actual different rush store this time? We shall see. And, of course, there was a lot more regular, normal skins submitted over the past weekend. Medieval themed skins, early Valentine skins, we saw all of that. But yeah, I have no idea. But the Valentine skins, or the pink ones, I'm pretty sure that's been saved for February. Yeah, the actual Valentine's rush store. So yeah, and of course, keep an eye on the Valentine's contest page. Oh, there you go. They're all starting to appear. There's a lot of them already. Whoa. There you go. There you go. There's a batch of them over there. And yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to finding out. But here's one thing I'm definitely feeling confident in. Last week, when people saw the return of the Dragon rocket launcher and the Chinese Lantern, they saw these with $9 here and about $6 here. Loads of people probably bought a big fat batch of them instantly with the pure intent to hopefully sell them as soon as possible. You see the barders that we have here for the Dragon rocket launcher? How low do you reckon it'll go after we have the abnormals? After, everybody has the ability to sell this as soon as possible. What do you reckon is going to happen? Do you reckon all these barders are going to stick around? I doubt it. So, keep an eye on that. Will that suddenly go down to 250? Will this suddenly go all the way down to about 5.5? I've got my eyes on it, and I'm very curious. And Hedge, you've probably got to wrap this up now, because we've got 5 minutes to prepare. So, let's now skip ahead and do the barders. 3, 2, 1. Right, Snake Mask. There was a capitalization error. So initially it was lowercase m, and well, okay, are they going to fix that in the future? We don't know, but we're just going to point that out to everybody. Right, Lunar Wallpaper. Let's see what becomes of you in the future. All divider pack, all right. But yeah, if they change the name of that neon snake mask, the snake mask to a capital M, that would make it a new instance, and then you had to redo a barder on it. Yeah, sounds silly, but that could happen. Right, okay, so for this, let's go with that. Lots of things now appearing right here in front of us. Wall divider pack, good day to you. How you doing? Right, going to go put down a perfectly fine looking barder for you, and off I go. Cool. Right, Snake Lord garage door. No! Well, that was to be expected. All right, now I've got to switch over. I'm going to have to do a lot of mixing and matching. Right, let's go over to this account now. Let's go do the second layered barder. See that? Capital M, so lowercase m, refresh. There you are. So this might get changed in the future. Do not be surprised by that. Okay, $2 barder. Off we go. Yep. I remember. You, $2. Someone's going to put down a $3.50-ish barder. Hey, if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to do so, good sir. I don't know what's going to happen to these in the future. But, yeah, oh, look, this is basically stopping at around 2. That's got me a little bit concerned. You know what? Let's go put this barder down. I can see someone's put down a pretty strong barder there, so I'm going to go just over him. I've eclipsed you. I'll do a little jump over you. Alright, Snake Lord garage door. Let's go grab this. Let's take you over to this account. Let's post you over here. Alright, this account. What was I wanting to do? $2. 1.64, please. 77. Good. Right, I think we've done a reasonable amount of barders. Let's skip ahead and we'll see what the abnormal barder support looks like. Alright, we're back. It's been about 50 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at all these skins and, of course, those brand new items as well. So, looking at the snake mask, as you can see, the lowest listing at the moment is $5.59. Basically around the same price it's currently selling for on the Rust store. The highest barder, only going up to about $4. The highest actual big fat barder is basically $3. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this go blows its Rust store price. We'll see how things turn out as time goes on. But as you look at the build-up with the barders, there's a big fat 500 there at 2. There's a lot of barders around 1. I wouldn't be surprised if it probably lingers around between $2 and $3 at some point later on this year. But give it some time. Maybe people will learn to appreciate it. Maybe people will be buying Reptile Hunter with this and having some fun in the jungle. You're going to look forward to those brand new snakes as well, I'm sure. But please be aware, lowercase m, I'm pretty sure that's a mistake. And if they do change it, there will be a new entity, and that means you'd have to put down a new barder for it. So be prepared if that potentially happens, all right? It's not the first time they've made a change to the spelling of an item that's, on the Steam market, and you have to go redo it. So just point that out, Anyway, barder build-up, looks like it's going to go below its Rust store price. If you truly wanted to buy one of these, you could just stick down a $4 barder and get this for $1.50 cheaper. Yep. But I can't help to assume it'll probably go all the way down to about $3 at one point, potentially even lower. So it's up to you what you do with that information. I'm going to move on and talk about this wallpaper. $6.49. 600 barders there. Well, okay, if you want to. But yeah, loads of barders around $1. Loads of barders around $2. A lot of barders here, but it's just one person there. $3, and then you got one guy here with $4. It might be the same person. It very likely could be. Now, is he going to be the one that picks all of these up? I mean, if he wants to. Is there actual genuine demand to keep the price up? Oh, there you go. We're going to have to find that out the hard way, unfortunately. So again, it looks nice. You know, I like the cherry blossom one. The bamboo wallpaper looks nice. How often are you even using wallpaper though? Or is it more of a case of, is it due to a sheer lack of options? Like, what if we got some really cool looking wallpapers being added? Would people actively want to use them? Look at how many rug skins we've got recently that are being used more like decorations rather than actually rugs. Take that into consideration. So, all right, fair enough. Like, imagine for the primitive update, we could have got like a lovely medieval like wallpaper set. We could have got some like banners and like things like that. I mean, there's a lot to think about. And of course, with all the holidays expected for 2025, I mean, plenty of things you could consider. I don't know if this should be maintaining at a $6 price. If these bars disappear, it's going much lower. So if you're looking at that as an investment, I'd just probably sit here and say, maybe just step away. We'll see how things turn out. Like I said, maybe it's like Pokemon cards. You know, once it's gone, everybody suddenly realises, oh, I should have bought that. Oh, I'm going to buy it now. I'm going to buy all the stock, make everybody else pay more. But again, there has to be genuine demand. It could all just be hype. Yeah. Is hype actual genuine demand? No. It's different. Look at all the people that bought out the Knights' clothing and armour and skins and whatnot in anticipation for the primitive update. Is there going to be actual genuine demand, you know, buy those skins? Imagine if there wasn't actually any demand. Oh my. So that would have been all hype. So we'll find out, won't we? And for this, we'll have to find out. So here we go. All right, well, moving on. Over to here, we have the Wall Divider pack. $4. Highest bar is basically stopping at around $2. I mean, that's where I said I was going to stick it with. Like, I don't think there's going to be that much to do with this. I think maybe next year we'll get an extra wall frame being added. That'll be a horse theme, considering we have a snake theme one in game. We shall see. But whilst it's nice and decorative, is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Certain servers, that'll be perfectly fine to use and whatnot. But you probably won't be using that. I mean, again, if you're super comfy and you don't care, I mean, you'd probably make use of these. It does look cool. It definitely zhuzhes up the place and makes it look very nice and pretty, comfy. But that's it. I don't think there's enough people that would be using them. So we'll leave it at that. Right, then we have the Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door. $3. Bilder's finish at around $2.30. So, okay, that was to be expected. There's already a listing at $3.33. Oh, okay. Right, I'm a little bit concerned. Again, you can always remove a barter if you're feeling a little bit unsure about something. But with what I see here, I mean, as of now, that's what it looks like. If you truly like the skin, just go buy one for yourself. Treat yourself. But if you're looking at this as an investment, it's all still up in the air. There's a lot of these in circulation. And the long sheet metal double door from the previous year definitely took a while for it to graciously rise up in price, right? Okay. So, this might be a little bit of an awkward situation. What? You don't say. So, honestly, if you truly wanted to go put down a $2.50 barter, I wouldn't be surprised if you do pick up some eventually. I just don't know how low this potentially could go. It's a very awkward thing. It could easily just maintain its price and go up slightly and slowly like the long double door, or maybe it just crashes and burns. I'm this guy, by the way. That's me. Someone even put another barter above me. Thanks. All right, well, we'll see. All right, we'll see. But personally, I think you could just stick with a $2.50 barter. If you really want to go buy one for yourself, that's different. You go appreciate it. You go love it. All right, cool. Now, the Snake Lord Garage Door, a higher price, $3.49. It's currently selling for on Rust Door. This has already got a listing, at $3.65. Oh dear, there's a lot of listings at $4 as well. Oh dear. And the highest barter is basically $2.50. Well, that certainly is the case. I think that's probably going down in price, yeah. I did say that earlier. I fully expect it to potentially drop off by a fair bit, but I can see it going up in price again when times are good. I can see it going up in price again, potentially for Lunar New Year next year as well. Again, I look at it and I sit here and say, it doesn't scream Lunar New Year to me, all right? That might sound weird, but like when I look at a Christmas themed garage door, when I look at a Halloween garage door, I can very easily put two and two together. She's just a cool looking snake lady. All right. So if you appreciate that, go buy one for yourself. But as an investment, still expect it to drop off. Do keep an eye out for these skin creators here. Valentine's is just around the corner. This upcoming weekend, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing another Love Arrow skin being produced, alright? So keep an eye out. Sheet Metal Double 2 Love Arrow ladies? Oh, we'll see. Anyway, moving on. Serpent Temple Sheet Metal Double Door, $3.49. Highest barter basically ends at around $2. Yeah, that's looking like it could still go down in price. Sheet Metal Double Doors have been pretty funny, though, these the past year. You know, so many skins accepted, and yet so many of them held up their price ever so nicely. As we just went through January this past month, so many of those skin prices went up in the positive and went and became super profitable. But the holiday theme skins, they suffered, they crashed, they burned. This right here, will people instantly assume it's holiday theme skin, or will people just assume it's a standard normal looking Sheet Metal Double Door skin? Comfy, not too flashy. We'll see, alright? Sold a very respectable amount. Give it time. We'll see what happens next. I'm unsure. Personally, again, if you're thinking, oh, I want to invest into it, $2.50 barter, you probably pick up a whole bunch of them. It really wouldn't surprise me, so I'd probably stick with doing that. Get my $1 cheaper. Right then, over to here, we have the Celestial Coil MP5. This is something I forgot to do a barter on. Well, I looked at the barters and I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it. So yeah, plenty of barters, all below $1. Wow. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's what the barters look like at the moment. All the listings are at $6. Could this be one of those instances where nobody wants to list theirs below a certain price, and eventually people who have the barters are like, oh, actually, maybe I'll just put down a higher bar order, and gradually and slowly it starts to go up in value simply because people got impatient. This has happened before. So keep an eye on this, but then again, over the course of the next 20 or so hours, I'll look back at this and see what it looks like tomorrow. Well, technically later today for me. But just got to wait and see if there's any more listings. This did sell quite a lot. It was one of the highest selling skins this week, but MP5s in general I'm still not 100% convinced with. I'm 87 cents, no MP5 enjoyers. Yeah, looks like that is the case. Looks like that is the case. But again, things could easily change. Maybe I might do a barter as well, just because I can. I forgot to do one. I can still do one right now if I truly wanted to. Right, so the M249, yep, that's basically $1 as well. Wow, no one wants to go to it. No one wants to go near it. Sorry to say that. Yeah, okay, that's to be expected. Again, look at these listings. It didn't sell ridiculous amounts, but still sold quite a fair bit. But even then, this could probably only end up with like 20 listings, but it still wouldn't surprise me if it goes below Rust price. You could go off for $1 right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if you pick up a bunch of them in the future. So, yeah, just point that out. Right, and over to here, we have the box. As I said, fully expected to end up going around $1. So that's why I said 60 cents to 80 cents earlier, and that's what the barters are. So, yes, if you're thinking, oh, should I go buy it right now for its standard Rust price? No, you could just probably offer $1, and you'll probably pick it up for $1. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Over to here, we have the Lunar Snake Poncho. How you doing? How you doing? Right, so this is currently sitting here with barters only going up to about $1. This is a $3 skin. That is not maintaining its price. You could put a $1.50 barter down right now. You'd be picking up for half the price. You'd save a lot of money. It didn't sell that much though, did it? Let's just quickly remind ourselves. Whoop. Back over to here. I'm looking. 7,700 subscribers. Lowest selling skin out of the whole week. Not that much. But even then, some of those other ponchos we saw that came out last year with transparency, they didn't sell that much and they still crashed and burned. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, $1.50. You could go do that. You'll pick up a bunch of these, I'm sure. Okay, Lunar Jacket Cape. Sorry, tickle my throat. So, yeah, that's kind of expected. Loads of barters around and below $1. A few more just above. You got one here that's a bit brave at almost $2. $3 jacket. It don't look like it's maintaining its price, no. If you truly wanted to buy it, you could put down a $2 barter. I wouldn't be surprised if you buy a bunch of them in the future. Yeah, you could probably put down a $1.50 barter and I think the same as well. So yeah, half the price, $1.50, go for that. And then over to here, what do we see? It's the backpack. Barters stop at $1. So yeah, just go put down a $1 barter. You'll be picking those up for half the price. So yeah, it would not surprise me if that happens. Then we have the large snake box. I sat here and said I'd probably do between 80 cents to $1.20. That's what I've basically done. I have the $1 barter there. I haven't done a second barter yet. Yeah, because I kept getting the requests issue. I had to think about how I approach this next. But yeah, I'll probably do a $1.20 buy order. It has sold a respectable amount, not an insane amount. So give it some time. Will that work out quite nicely in the future? Probably. Do you like snakes? Well, big gold one right there. So, all right. But yeah, I think you just probably put down like a $1.50 buy order. You probably pick these up for $1 cheaper at some point this year. When times are bad, that'll go down, but you could pick that up for a much more affordable price. And when times are good, maybe it goes up in price a fair bit. We shall see. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then we had the double barrel shotgun, the glow-in-the-dark double barrel shotgun to be precise. The highest buy order is basically $1 with 95 cents there. Yes. I mean, ta-da. It is what it is. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in it. It didn't sell that much. So back over to here. In total, you have... well, there you go. As I said, I've been seeing a lot of the request issues today. 9,400. But when you look at some of the double barrel shotguns that came out last year, I'm talking about Dragon Rage, Thundergold, they did not sell that much. So you might sit there and say, oh, that doesn't seem like enough. It's basically the same amount as the ones we saw here, and they don't glow in the dark. Oh dear. I'm worried. And of course you might notice they're all down in price as well. So yeah, point made. I don't have a lot of faith. I'm worried. And you could just probably pick this up with a $1 buy order. I'm not joking. Give it some time. You'll be able to pick them up with a solid $1 buy order. So yeah, overall, not that much to think of. Out of all those skins today, items as well, honestly, the best thing you could consider is probably look at the Chinese Lantern. I bought 50 already. Yep. And as you look at these buy orders, look, they disappeared. And then over to here, oh, is it going to disappear? No, it's still holding up most of it. But yeah, over the course of the next 20 hours, that'll probably go down to less than $6. But yeah, that was to be expected. A lot of people bought them with the pure intent to sell them to the highest buy orders. Now, just to quickly point this out, Chinese Lantern, last year it reached its lowest point in the year around March, April time. This very likely will go below $2.50. This very likely might end up at around just over $2 at its lowest point. Keep an eye on it, all right? But remember, leave it for a year, long term. This always seemingly doubles in price. So as you can see, whilst it always returns and drops back down again, it just keeps on routinely going back up in price towards the end of the year. That's about $2.50, and that right there is about $6. Returns, that's about $2, under $2.50, and that right there is about $4.50. That is $2.50. It actually peaks in August, and that's about $5.50. Last year, it goes all the way down to about just under $2, $1.90-ish, and then, of course, recently it went all the way up to about $6. Sales did happen. We saw it. And so, if you're making considerations, out of all the skins in your items today, that's the most reliable thing. Now, if you want to be risky, you could look at the Dragon Rocket Launcher over the course of this summer, with potentially a lot of people jumping into play during the Jungle Biome release. Do you think a lot of people want to instantly go back to using the Dragon Rocket Launcher? A very unique, cool-looking rocket launcher? Probably. So, yeah, okay, what happens if it only goes up to $10? Well, still profit. You get more out of the Chinese Lantern, but diversify and, well, there you go, it's options. So, yeah, you could go ahead and buy some of those, but it is a risk. This is going to be the first year in which it's been reintroduced. We don't know how high it will go compared to its peak price that we just saw about a week or so ago, all right? So I don't expect it to go back up to about $14 or $15 again, but maybe it still goes up to about $10, or maybe it just kind of stagnates around this price and never really changes that much. If I can recall, Dragon Rocket Launcher kind of did that last year anyway. So it's in your hands, you make a consideration. But wait, there's more. Potentially, tomorrow, we might get a Lunar New Year Rush Store for week 2. A week 2 Rush Store. You know what I mean. Basically, for the very last Rush Store, January 2025, is it going to be a standard normal Rush Store, or is it going to be a Lunar New Year Rush Store? I don't know. But it kind of wouldn't surprise me, because Wednesday was Lunar New Year. And I guess it's still the festive period, going into the weekend probably, so I guess it'd be easy for Face Punch. Just look at the same batch of skins again, which I obviously showed you earlier today. Not this one, that one. Yes, still loads of skins there. It could be picked out. It could happen. We shall see. But normal would be preferable. I can see what Mr. Cheese Taco said there. So could we end up with not those Valentine skins? That's for February. Yes, we've got all of the... I don't know what this is, and I'm scared of it, and now that you've seen it, you're going to have night terrors. Yippee. I hope you're looking forward to Valentine's. Yes. Player counts have started to drop off as well, I should point out. But yep, Ultramarine hoodie and pants, Shogun tier 2, some very nice potential collection continuations. Lots of medieval skins have been produced and ready for potentially the primitive update. That being February 6, 2025. Next week, yes. We're going to have a potential... We are expecting an early rush store next week. Not tomorrow, though. next week, of course, we'll be introducing a lot of brand new content and whatnot. But yeah, oh yeah, I didn't mention this yet. We haven't seen the kitty. Look at the kitties. They glow and they sell you ramen. What you can get a rice ball or another rice ball, some sushi, or a kitty. So does that quite literally fart out a cat from this thing? Oh, maybe. We'll find out. And of course, just to keep you informed, fridges, if you keep an eye on the commits, cooking update version 2, I'm not sure if I can see it right here, but fridges are expected to become a necessity, all right? If you want to cook good food, you've got to keep your food nice and fresh, and that requires a fridge from now on, apparently. If you want to cook pie or use something with honey, I don't know what all the other things are at the moment, you're going to need a fridge, and a brand new fridge has just appeared right here in front of you. A nice, homely-looking fridge, the classic fridge, so, lots of interesting things. But I am expecting more fridges to be produced and to be accepted in future Rust stores when that update comes out, because, again, necessity now, so more people want to use it, more justification to own skin. Cool. And of course, the medieval things, the banners, looking ever so nice and cool, yes. So, all right then, let's now talk about the Twitch drops, because someone's just asked about that. February 6th to the 16th, we know all the generic drops. You can watch anyone streaming Rust between February 6th to the 16th, and you'll get those skins for absolutely free. 4 hours, you get all 4 skins. But to be able to get those streamer drops, you're going to need to watch all of these guys independently, 2 hours per person, and then, get all of their skins as well. I will have a video showcasing all of these skins that will appear on Saturday, and I hope you're looking forward to it, because I made it, I try to make it nice and concise and make it fun, but obviously showcasing the skins to the best of my ability and whatnot. Cool. Right, so to the person who's asked that in the chat, there you go, there's the link. And if you want to get a link to the skins on the workshop, they're all here as well. There you go. The official collection produced by that German guy, it is listed right there. And okay, cool. So that is everything. No idea what to expect tomorrow, but I do know Valentine's is just around the corner. There's the official collection list set up by that German guy as well, and there's a lot of pink. Yes, there's lots of it. So all right, there you go. We'll see what happens next. I do like the crown though. Crown's cool. Speaking of transparent poncho designs, I'm just saying, maybe, probably. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not sure if you can see it on the front correctly, but hey, we'll find out anyway. I might showcase that on Monday. Yep, so every Monday on my stream, I'm always looking at the new skin submissions and getting a good look and see how they kind of look and whatnot. Right then, so start guessing, comment below. Are we going to get a Lunar New Year week 2, or are we going to get a standard normal Rust store, or maybe a hybrid? Yeah, no. Alright, that's it. I'm done yapping. So, hopefully I can do some barders again. Let's just go ahead and see. And, oh, there we go. I can start making some moves. All right. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely day. And, let's see how things roll out over the course of next week. And let's go see, what's going to be added for the next update. Not tomorrow, but next week. All right, cool. So, thank you very much. Catch you later. See you. Bye.